Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, we go to the line. Hey, trio left. Hey, it's a clip. 13X, 13X. Hey, we go to the line.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. King going to look to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Jake Moody now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. Pass midfield, look out. Dwayne Eskridge.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Play action. It's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. King going to look to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On third down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he caught it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, 49ers.
On first down, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 21 yards away. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Next. Middle.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is taken at the 23. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. King going to look to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get free and take some momentum into the locker room. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Running left is Walker. And a short gain down to about the 33. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. King going to look to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, it's Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be brought down at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 37 yards. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
49ers 41.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Running lanes read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Smith. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
49.
On first down, it's Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jack's left. Jack 59, cover. No ball.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Purdy from the gun. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. And Walker has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Geno now to throw. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
13X. Tuesday.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. To throw is Smith. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
He's got room past the 30, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, go flip her up. Flip her up. Clock running.
Out of the gun, Smith. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Geno, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose up the left sideline. Off to the races. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Week 14 of the NFL, and front and center is Sam Laporta. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Lions and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can give...
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
From the 50, here's Fields. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the... And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point up and good by Decker. And that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, the numbers for Mostert a week ago, 15 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Fields. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the air again, Fields. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
His throw incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
It's brought in by Harris. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rodgers to throw once more. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5 and now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Fields now to throw.
They'll roll him out right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point try now from Dicker. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now 2nd and 3.
Rodgers going to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The former Nittany Lion, Pat Freiermuth, ready to begin another drive with the rest of this offense.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Fields. It finds his target roll. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10, Fields again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That pass caught, it's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now a 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Calvin Ridley up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Christian Kirk, a touchdown receiver.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit it with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Williams, a man in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Montgomery on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete to Freiermuth.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Fields on 1st down. Here's Freiermuth again.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
To throw is Fields. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Here's Mostert.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
It's cold-blooded. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
Rodgers going to throw.
Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here's Rodgers.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Lots of good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
They run. It's Mitchell.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
James Mitchell, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Aiden Hutchinson in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. He finds his target, Royal. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Fields throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 6. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A yard more they need, but it's 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Here's Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again is Fields. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Lions, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.